Hey, Southern Alberta, Dallas Hardy from Remax here in Lethbridge. Hey, just wanted to connect a little bit today and continue the talk about our real estate market. Again, feel like it's really important because there's lots of stuff happening, and we want to make sure that we can kind of wade through all of those numbers and all the things that are happening, and that we can give you good quality, solid advice for your real estate needs, to make sure that we can protect you as a certainly for a buyer, and certainly on the seller side as well. So a couple of things that are just worth noting. Again, for the last several months, the headlines remain. I mean, there's some extremely hot markets, on the West Coast, Kelowna, even the big cities in Alberta, Edmonton, Calgary, and if you move east, certainly the Toronto, actually most places in Ontario, extraordinarily hot for sure. Now, of course, naturally, we too have been busy. The markets have been really steady, but it is a different kind of busy, and I'll get to that in just a second. But again, I feel like doing these little videos to connect a little bit so that we can get you the right information amongst all of those headlines and all the craziness. I tell you a quick story. I was amongst a small group of people, and we were talking Zoom, and just basically on a catch-up call, and talking a little bit of business. And of course, when it came to myself, these other folks were from different industries, and they were talking about how crazy it must be, and they're hearing how hot the market is, and it's crazy, and people offering thousands and thousands over asking price and all this type of stuff. And so I took the opportunity actually to tell them exactly what was happening here in Southern Alberta, and so I will take the time to tell you as well. So here's the real important thing, that yes, it's busy, and it's busy based on transaction volume. So the amount of homes that are getting listed and are selling are up substantially. Now, of course, again, as a, warning, when we talk about percentage increase, we are beginning to compare this year versus 2020, which, as you all know, we were in the thick of the pandemic, or the onset of the pandemic last year. So, of course, those numbers are pretty soft. So the numbers we're reporting today, the increases are going to look really big against that time frame. But having said that, here's the important thing. In the last couple of months, our transaction ends have been up a huge amount, almost 200%, which is, again, yes, it's extraordinary. But here's the very best part of that. When you look at the actual increase in average home price, we have managed to maintain about a 5% increase across the board. Now, of course, you can dive in even deeper, and depending on what price range it's in, those numbers do fluctuate a little bit. But certainly, we're overall, as an average, we have kept that within a 5% increase. Now, really important, because in most places, what you're seeing is large sales transaction numbers. There's also been a giant spike in average home price. Just as comparison, in Calgary, for the last little bit here, it has been upwards of over 20% increase. So what you end up happening is a very steep curve. Now, why does that matter? Well, here's why it matters. That as buyers in these other markets that are experiencing crazy average home price increases, if you are purchasing that home and you're part of that group that is paying a lot of money, or you're paying way over asking, almost because of a desperate situation, that could spell trouble years down the road. Again, as the markets flatten out, it may be difficult to regain that amount of money that was paid. So here, again, very, very fortunate, Southern Alberta. We've managed to do all that business. We have managed to keep that within 5%. Basically what it tells us, it's a great news story for us. There is no bubble here in Southern Alberta. The market is very, very healthy. So again, as that might relate to a buyer or a seller, for the buyer, still great opportunity and really good timing because there could be some government intervention here coming in June. They haven't said it officially, but it looks like it is going to be impacting the borrowing capacity of some buyers. So that could become problematic. And certainly from the seller side, great opportunity because there's buyers in the market now. So if you're looking to get a little extra for your house, now is the time. So again, on both ends, we really, really feel confident, and we want to make sure that the message is clear to make sure we're kind of cutting through all of that maybe unfounded narrative that, we have some kind of housing bubble and things are going crazy and it's going to cause a crash down the road. We just see nothing that would indicate that. In fact, again, really here today to tell you that we're confident that the market is in really, really good, healthy shape. So if you're looking to do something, the timing is really good now. We would encourage you to call your favorite RE/MAX agent. We're very proud to have served Southern Alberta for the past 40 years. We are the market leaders for buyers and sellers. We're watching the market conditions constantly. We have just an awesome group of full-time agents that is ready to help you. So again, whether that means sitting down for a free consultation, and you're looking to get into the market, or you have something to sell, you're looking to move up, whatever that might look like, we're here for you and we're happy to help. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we'll keep you up to date here in the near future. Take care.